Story of my life, chapter 13. So, you told it to her face? Bisola questioned me for the third time. Rolling my eyes, I snapped. Yes, I did, Bisola. I told her face to face. She's a wicked witch. Toyin clenched her jaw. The shocking reaction was still on their faces since I had narrated everything that happened last night. I seriously don't understand why somehow and someone who suggests or insisted your mom adopts you is showing all the hatred she has for you. Just why? Bisola asked and made way for the coming truck. We were on our bicycles heading to Vicky's house. Truthfully to her words, Vicky sent the address to Bisola. Well, because Dustin is inconvenient to the family, especially to her adopted father, Turn was explaining. I'm not inconvenienced to anyone, and I don't cross boundaries with him. He's just frustrated. I hope this ends soon, Toyin said and yawned. Where did you sleep last night, Toyin? Toyin grimaced. Where? I slept? Why? Your parents called and I had to lie. Have you seen them this morning? And why would you switch off your phone? I was worried. Sorry about that. You slept outside or what? And I understand something here. I was in the middle looking at Bisola and Toyin. Toyin slept somewhere, I don't know. One, two, she didn't tell me about it and I had to lie to cover up for her. Telling her parents she was with me and thank God my parents were asleep so your parents weren't able to speak with them. And three, why did you switch off your phone? Thanks for everything. That's why I love you, you know. Toyin winked as we turned the next street. Shut up and give me details. Fine. I crashed at our usual place, the gangster room. One of the rooms there. You what? Bisola looked alarmed and stopped the bicycle. We've never done that. Why? I made use of the brake and gazed at Toyin. You guys are gangsters? I asked and covered my mouth. Part of me was still thinking it was a joke or something. You guys murder people too? Looking at them with my blinking eyes, my brain started thinking fastly. What are my friends becoming? Are they the opposite of every good thing I thought of them? I I thought your group was just for helping people to feel hub and all that. And Tyne mentioned something about feeling among having fun in a group, right? I didn't even know when I began to stutter. Calm down, Justin, and stop stammering. But I thought it was only a group and that you guys were good people. We are, Toyin said. We've stopped running to sort of this out. But you're a gangster, criminals, I whispered in a sterner voice. I wanted so badly to scream in the air. Whoa, whoa, stop thinking this, Justin. Toyin glared at me. Relax, Justin. We came back to that, okay? Now, Toyin details. Now, Bisola said, and we waited for Toyin to speak up. Okay, fine. I knew they were in a group. One, yeah, Scorpion group, which they have told me to join. However, I didn't know they were gangster. I thought they were just good or whatever they had told me. Licking her lips, Toyin crossed her arms across her chest. She was finding it hard to speak. I got a message from the boss yesterday afternoon, giving me the assignment to go spy on someone if he was there alone at a particular place. We agreed to meet to settle disputes between each other. So, the guy you saw? Bisola asked. No, I disguised myself, and it was about dusk time. By time he showed up. Later, I went back and told the boss what I saw before the boss and his PA went back there. Then I met some of my friends drinking and I joined them. In the long run, I got drunk and couldn't go back home. No, I wouldn't dare. So they are drinking now? We aren't even legal yet. Oh, they are, but not me. What more are they're telling me? You guys carry assignments too? Sleep over if you want? This is getting interesting. I can't believe I'm hearing all this. Okay, I understand that part, but I can't seem to understand the part where you switch off your phone. Sorry about that, Bisola. There was this game going on and I was there to turn my phone off, Joanne said, and Bisola glared. However, I had it in mind to call you or text you. Plus, I got drunk. Hissing angrily, Bisola asked, have you called your parents? Yes, I did. When I woke up, I apologized and Dad freaked out. Thank God I sneaked into your room before your parents came to check on you before leaving for work or else. It would have been another thing. I knew your parents would report me if Dad had called her to confirm. You know, I think you should start paying me for covering you up, and I think you should too, Choyin said, sticking out her tongue. So you guys carry out an assignment and sleep over there if you want? Seriously? I'm missing something here. Blur it to me. I couldn't forget the part where Twin mentioned carrying out an assignment. You didn't tell me this. We don't have to tell you because you shouldn't know. Just forget about it, Justin. Don't sweat it too much because we ain't gonna tell you anything, Toyin said, shaking her head. Whatever, you guys should be careful. I'm scared for you too. In carrying out assignments, I asked myself, still not believing what I heard. You two are teenagers, not fully grown adults. You know, I was saying as we began our ride to Victoria's house. I feel your boss is cruel and heartless, sending you such errands. That's unfair. Toyin chuckled. It's how it is done, Justin. Don't worry too much about it. We're fine. I exhaled and patted on, worrying about the safety of my besties. We'll soon get to her house, Bisola announced. She was the one directing us because she knew the estate well. Victoria had also mentioned that her parents couldn't wait to see us, and the truth was I couldn't wait to either. Is your boss a grown-up man or what? Not saying, Toyin said in a sing-song voice. So your granny has trouble with your aunt? She asked instead. I knew the topic had changed. Yeah, she has. I'm going to miss her, I said. Yeah, we know. But we're here for you, okay? Bisola said and briefly looked at her wristwatch. Soon we arrived at our destination and got them from our bicycle, holding onto it. Thing was, Victoria's house was very big, and the appearance was quite flamboyant. Even just looking at it through the gate, I rang the doorbell as we waited patiently outside. Should I call her? Twin suggested as she started going through her phone. However, before she could, she saw a tall, fair-skinned woman coming to open the gate for us. We exchanged pleasantries and dropped our bicycle right after we got into the compound that was surrounded by ornamental plants. Looking around as we walked to the doorstep, I admitted it was large and amazing. This is beautiful, Toyin completed my statement. Come inside, please, the woman in the uniform said. I guess she was their maid. We obeyed and were greeted with the air conditioning. The living room was breathtaking as the interior designs. God, Jesus Christ, Priscilla whispered. Please, do have your seats. I will go fetch Victoria for you. She's excited you were going to show up, the woman said, smiling. Thanks, Mrs. I asked for her name. Miss Bosco, she replied, grinning and left. Priscilla whistled loudly and bent to touch her knees when she knew Miss Bosco was out of earshot. I didn't know someone like Victoria was living here. This huge. Jane said in a low voice. Her eyes widened. She's from a rich family and she's like the students don't even know her. How come? Jane was saying when we suddenly heard someone scream. I started by screaming. I touched my heart and exchanged looks with my besties. This should be Victoria. We heard the stomping of feet coming down as we looked up at the stairs, ready to see who it was. Vicky, running towards us. She engulfed us in a hug and continued to say she couldn't believe we were here. But she knew we were coming, right? Looking at how Victoria was behaving, I knew she felt a surge of happiness in her. Was that how much our appearance mattered to her? Grinning as she continued to hug and release us. She quickly looked over the staircase and shouted, Mom, Dad, they are here. She then glanced back at us. Thank you for coming. Girl, relax, Toyin said as he removed Victoria's hand from her neck, finally breathing. I'm just happy to see you. She was already close to tears. We heard the clicking of heels against the tile floor and turned into the direction. They were Victoria's parents. Vicky was a carbon copy of her parents. Her mother was white skinned with long black hair. She had a skinny body and a tall height, an oval shaped face, small mouth, straight nose, and gray eyes. She was the epitome of beauty. Victoria's father was tall too, with fair skin, brown eyes, and built muscles. He was definitely from this country, but her mother wasn't. She was American or so. Both husband and wife were dressed in the same matching outfits like teenagers in love. Obviously, they were because Vicky's dad put his hand across his wife's waist as they kept smiling at each other. You three must be Bisola, Toyin, and Tussin, right? Vicky's mom asked as she correctly pointed at one of us. We nodded to confirm her assumption. You are welcome. She smiled and came to hug us. Honestly, you don't know how happy I am to see you girls here, Miss Phillip said, grinning as his diastema was revealed. He was so handsome. Thank you so much, and you are always welcome here. Thank you, sir, we said in unison. No, thank you. You three don't know how happy my daughter is right now, he said, and Vicky went to hug her father. Hey, stop crying. He looked down at Vicky as he calmed her before kissing her on the head. They were here now. They are here now, Dad, Mom. Victoria hugged her father tightly. My best friends exchanged what was going on, looked with me as I wondered too. I've got friends, Dad, Mom, stroking her daughter's back. I know, honey. Miss Phillips' accent was apparently American. I honestly didn't know why Vicky was so emotional. Sniffling back in, Vicky nodded and came to us. She wiped her tears and started laughing. Thank you guys. I thought you weren't going to come to give me excuse for not going to show up. That's why I wasn't super hopeful or excited when Tussin suggested you guys come today. I was expecting and still wasn't. Thank you for not. Hey, it's okay. We're here now, I said and hugged her. Now it felt like Vicky had been lonely and having trouble making friends. Well, ladies, why don't you go upstairs to her room while Miss Basco prepares your meal? Jordan and I are going to see our friends. Take care, honey, Miss Phillips said and hugged us before they left. What's wrong with you, Bisola? asked as we sat in Vicky's room. It was pretty and nothing compared to mine. Well, she said, coming to sit in front of us while I crunched the snacks she had brought us. I don't have friends apart from you guys. That's weird. Though I know you don't have friends in school, you have at home, right? You have neighbors. Yeah, I just don't want to have friends. It is hard for me. It's funny, right? Some students don't even know you. Bisola added. I know, that's because they pay less attention. I tried talking to Demilola, that model, but she shunned me. and that hurt badly. I felt so low. Vicky said and started pacing. Later, I realized I wasn't the only one she doesn't want to be friends with. She doesn't care at all. She is always bullying me. I know, I have seen her bully. I could imagine the kind of situation it was for you. Hearing that, I recalled the time how Dami had thrown what she had sent to get her just because I didn't get the precise item that she wanted. Don't worry too much about it, Toyin said, and went to hug Vicky. You've got us as your friends now. Yeah, we are. You know, if some people know the kind of family you are from, or probably your level, they will beg for your friendship, Bisala said. Yeah, I know, but there's nothing better than true friendship. Vicky smiled. Hey, isn't that your neighbor? He looks like someone of your mate. Toyin said, looking through the windows as we joined her to see who it was. The person was a tall guy and fair in complexion. He was in shorts and a sweatshirt as he was busy watering the flower in his compound. He's my neighbor, but he doesn't want to be my friend. He called me a drumstick before, and I felt like dying, if not for Miss Basco and my parents who said I was better than that. I'm sorry, Victoria, Miss Ella said. I can't believe he called you that, I said. Yeah, he did. I wanted to die that day. Funny this is. I kinda used to like him a lot, however. The vanished that day I appeared at the house and asked if we could be friends. I asked his sister too. She didn't want me. They avoid me as I'm a flag and I'm only just skinny. Vicky rolled her eyes, left the window, and we followed her to her bed. You, Vicky, I think those people are losers because they don't know the kind of person you are. If you could stand up for me, I know you could do that for anybody too. So don't feel bad or anything else. If no one wants to be your friend, you are more than that. Philip Victoria, I said and touched her cheek. It's not like I have anorexia or something. There's nothing wrong with being skinny, right? Of course, there's nothing wrong with being skinny. That's who you are. You are you, and nobody else is you. Like I said earlier, they are losers for not wanting to be your friends. They have no idea they let go of a wonderful person. Smiling broadly, Vicky hugged me. Thank you for that. You don't know how happy I am now. I know. Bisola came to join us, and I won't be the only one left out, Jane said before she leapt on us. Suddenly, I felt someone tickled back, but I guess it was the wrong person. And before we knew what was happening, we were tickling each other. Oh, so cute. Miss Bosco giggled, taking shot after shot. It looks so pretty, she said, looking at the camera. I just came to tell you the food will be ready soon, so you ladies should be downstairs soon, okay? Yeah, sure. Vicky nodded and Miss Pascal left the room with the camera. She sometimes forced me to eat. I just prefer junk, but I know it's because she cares about me. She's nice. This all voice out and exhaled loudly. God, tickling can be so much fun. I didn't know that. We should do this often. No problem, Victoria. Doing it on our is the best. By the way, who started this? Misola asked and tried the bandana on her head properly. I felt someone tickled me and I wanted to do it back, but I guess I did it to the wrong person, I explained. It was me actually, Twain said, smiling devilishly. I like it. Is that how you guys do it? Like most times? Yes, while hanging at each other's house. Wow, I want to do that. I never got to hang out with friends nor sleep over at their place. Hmm. I exchanged looks with Tyan and Bissell because we both knew it wasn't going to be easy for her to be hanging out with us, let alone sleeping over. My house was out of it. No, I wouldn't allow her to sleep over at my place or even visit me. I didn't want her to know about my family issues or life except for the ones I feel for her. Bissell and Tyan could invite her over, which wasn't a bad idea. The only problem with them was that they could be absent. It's not a bad idea, Vicky. We will have it at my place as soon as possible for your sake, Toon said. That is not bad, I had said. And it will be on Sundays? Sounds good. So when? Tomorrow? No, too soon, Miss Sola explained surprisingly. They take out time. That is true. So tell me about you guys. About me? I asked, wrinkling my forehead. Yeah, you three, Lucy said. I could see two red spots on her cheeks. I felt Vicky was taking this far, or was I the only feeling uneasy because I was scared of spilling everything about my life to her? How about you? Get to know us as we move along, I suggest, pulling up the corner of my lips. Yeah, not bad. But to tell me about your likes and dislikes isn't bad, Bisola said. We will do that at the dining table. Okay, so Vicky, I just want to know, does your mom find it hard to. No, she doesn't find it hard to make friends. Vicky interjected before Toyin could land her question. Really? Yeah, tell us about her, Miss Hall said. Well, she's American and got married there. I was born there and then we came to Nigeria. My mom makes friends easily, unlike me. It's weird, but I'm happy for her. One thing is, she cares and adores her body. She's confident, that's why. I said, yeah, she tells me my dad loves her like that, and that's it's the best feeling ever when you have someone to love you for who you are. She is right, Bisola smiled. Can we have this discussion while eating? I'm starving. I didn't get the chance to eat this morning, Toyin said, and I watched Bisola glare at her. Yeah, sure, let's go. Vicky screamed, and as we went to the dining room, chatting away.